What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Castor Maritime, ticker symbol CTRM, and how this stock has the potential to 10x throughout the remainder of 2021 or even going into 2022. So throughout this video, we're going to go over all of the recent news that we've gotten over today about Castor Maritime in a very key index that is going to tell us where Castor Maritime's revenue could possibly go in the near future. This is very big news, and if you are a Castor Maritime investor, you will be very pleased with the information that I provide for you in this video. And if you have not already entered a position into CTRM, this could be an amazing time to do so. Now, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only, and a risky penny stock like CTRM always comes with the risk. So what I always say is never trade with an amount that you are not willing to lose a good chunk of money on. And typically, dry bulk shipping is not the greatest industry to be in. Typically, it underperforms the market expectations. But with the current market environment and where everything is headed right now in terms of reopening and this key index that I'm going to show you, dry bulk shippers like Castor Maritime are set up to have an unbelievable 2021 and 2022. So before we get into all of this great information, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Webull, which is the brokerage that you guys see on my screen in all of my videos, make sure you go down and click on that link in my description or in the pinned comment. Once you deposit over $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. This is a great deal, and it is not going to last forever, so make sure you guys go and check it out. And if you guys enjoy the information that I provide for you in this video, if you could drop a like on this video, it helps me out a whole lot, and it doesn't cost you anything to do it. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So today, at the current time that I'm recording this video, Castor Maritime is trading extremely flat. After a significant sell-off and a bounce up, we are seeing a very long consolidation period, so it's kind of pinned in the 95 to $1 range. Now, with all of the good news coming out with Castor Maritime and the reopening that we are about to see all across the world, Castor Maritime's business is going to massively ramp up, and here is why. So coming over here, we can see that Castor Maritime announces the delivery of the MV Magic Orion and the MV Magic Argo. So that is 2 ships that they have taken delivery on. So the MV Magic Orion is expected to commence employment under a time charter contract on or around March 20th, 2021 at a daily gross charter rate of $21,000 and an expected term of about 35 days. The MV Magic Argo is expected to commence employment under a time charter contract on or around March 21st, 2021 at a daily gross charter rate of $25,100. Now, these 2 rates are higher than what we have seen previously for the charter rates. Now, there are a couple of reasons why this might be. One of them is going to be the key index that we are going to be looking at a little bit later in this video. And the second, very typical, the size of the ships and the capabilities that these 2 ships have can be more than the other ships that we have looked at. We've seen rates at about $15,000 a day for the other ships, and that could be one of the determining reasons. Now, coming over here, we can see that on a fully delivered basis, Castor Maritime will have a fleet of 14 vessels. They've been massively ramping up their fleet over the last 2.5 months, and that is a very good sign to me, because there's no reason for Castor Maritime to decide, hey, we're going to spend all of this money on new vessels, and we're not going to have any business to actually and demand for us to actually ship things. This is a very smart move by Castor Maritime to actually increase their fleet, and I think that this could serve as a massive boost in revenue over the next couple of quarters. And if you've taken a look at Castor Maritime's earnings reports over the past 2 years, before the pandemic, this company was actually profitable, and over the next couple of quarters, I'm expecting Castor Maritime to move back into the profitability range, especially once we reopen fully as a country. We've also seen, as you guys saw in my last video, we talked about how China is a massive player in this dry bulk shipping segment. They account for about 48 to 49% of all of the business done with these dry bulk shipping companies. So it's going to be very interesting to see where Castor is actually getting their shipping deals from. And if they are only getting their deals from China, this could be a very good sign in that they could have a very sharp increase in their market share of the dry bulk shipping market if they're able to get contracts with Chinese dry bulk companies. Now, coming over here, we can see that this article on Investor Place thinks that there's a possibility for another run to $2 for Castor Maritime. Now, there are a couple of reasons for this. If you go through this article, they basically just talk about how this stock has the possibility for to get memed on Reddit, and they're getting more vessels. But that is just scratching the surface of what's actually going on with Castor Maritime. One of the main reasons why this article thinks that this stock could get memed on Reddit is, yes, they are expanding their fleet, but the short interest is extremely high on Castor Maritime. Coming over here, we can see that the short volume ratio is about 38%. If we do see a sharp bullish move to the upside, we could see these shorts have to cover, and we actually could get back up to all-time highs. Now, when you combine that with the reopening and all of the other good news that we are having come out about Castor Maritime, I really think that this 90-cent mark is going to be very close to the bottom that we are going to see for this company. In my opinion, I typically don't show a lot of interest in risky penny stocks, especially for my long-term portfolio. But this company, I actually do have a lot of confidence in over the next 12 to 18 months. One of the biggest things, in my opinion, that is going to be sending Castor Maritime going higher is going to be some classic economic analysis. So if we come over here, we can actually see that this is the Baltic Dry Index. Essentially what this index is it tracks the rate that shippers, dry bulk shippers like Castor Maritime are able to receive for their service. We saw that back. Let's scroll down a little bit. We can see that back in early February, the rate was about 1,306. And over the last 2 months, this rate has shot up. And at the current time, it is at about 2,215. This sharp increase in price means that there is going to be much more demand for these services. As the price goes up, people are willing to pay more in order to get the same service. Now, if there was not a lot of demand, the price would significantly decrease. So this is a very bullish indicator for Castor Maritime. Now, when you combine the Castor Maritime actually expanding their fleet, and they're going to have 14 vessels on a fully delivered basis, and they are going to be able to charge a significantly higher rate for their services of actually sending their ships out to complete their different routes across the world, delivering these dry bulk goods such as iron ore and some other dry bulk goods like that. This could cause a massive increase in the amount of revenue that Castor Maritime is able to receive. Just think about it. More vessels that are able to go out and perform the service, and we are going to be seeing the reopening, which is going to cause a higher demand, and that higher demand is going to be reflected in a higher price for that service. So Castor Maritime is in an unbelievable spot going into 2021. Now, as I've said before, almost every single year, analysts come out, some economists come out and say dry bulk shipping is going to be in a great spot for the next year, and typically nothing ever happens. Now, we looked at an article in my last Castor Maritime video that said, yes, that is typically the case, but now with Castor Maritime in the position that it's in and the overall world economy, when the reopening could happen in a very massive scale very quickly, we could see dry bulk shippers, especially Castor Maritime, massively be able to ramp up their business. So, do I think that Castor Maritime is going to be the next Palantir, Neo, Amazon that has a significant run-up? No, but I do think there is a lot of opportunity to make some really good money on this stock. In my opinion, this is going to be a longer-term swing trade for the reopening. This could be one of the best reopening plays that not a lot of people are talking about. But again, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm here to give you guys all of the up-to-date information on the stocks that you guys are looking at and try to help you guys figure out what you would like to do and have you guys be able to make your own decisions. So in my opinion, this is a great spot to be buying Castor Maritime. We are seeing a consolidation period, but we do still have to worry about the overall market conditions. As I said in my last video, I do think that the 10-year treasury is going to go over 2%. And when that does happen, the market will freak out a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be anything insane. If you've listened to any of Jerome Powell's addresses, he really didn't say that these rising bond yields were anything crazy. And these rising bond yields are just getting back up to the levels that we saw pre-pandemic. So everything is kind of moving back towards an equilibrium. And after that happens, we could go back into another bull market, or we are going to trade flat for a significant amount of time. And I don't think that there is going to be a massive crash like some of the other YouTubers have been saying in some of their videos. So that is going to be it for this update on Castor Maritime. Again, if you guys would like 2 free stocks with Webull valued up to $1,850, make sure you click on that link in my description or in the pinned comment. This is a great way for you guys, if you would like, to help support the channel, and it really doesn't cost you anything to do it. All you would have to do is deposit that $100 into the brokerage account, and once you get your 2 free stocks, you can close the account, take the money out, transfer the stocks to another portfolio. But I would recommend trying out Webull, as it's the platform that I use for my options trading portfolio. I really like it, and I think you guys could find some value in it as well. So if you guys enjoyed the information that I provided for you guys in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.